Hello everybody, welcome to another video here on Rich Plays and another Rocket League video. Now, I like playing this from time to time, mainly in a casual sense, and that's the thing, I'm not here to be a sweaty tryhard with it, I'm just here to enjoy it, and enjoy video games, and in particular, enjoy this. This was my first ever time going into a tournament, so I think probably the best thing to do is let the video play for itself and talk over the top of it. So let's do that. Right, so here we go with the footage. Let's have a look at what the crack is, and this is an interesting thing. So I decided to, on Saturday, just get myself into I've never been in a tournament before. I don't know what it's like. I thought, well, let's do it. There was a 2v2 soccer tournament. So I just thought, hey, let's just kind of like jump into it. I don't play the game in any kind of like fashion that I want to be a sweaty, try hard, you know, I mean, look, I get sweaty and I do try hard. But at the point where, you know, it's not my main game, so it's not something that I want to kind of go, oh, I should be doing this particular method of kind of doing this or this or this, where I'm jumping in the air and kind of trying to get the ball or the stuff like that and blast with boosts and things. Maybe maybe one day, but I just kind of play it from a casual fun sense. Nothing kind of like too major. Good save right there. I don't know if it was actually going in or it must have been going in some capacity, but I didn't see any threat there. And we open up the scoring right there and then on the 4-minute mark. Now in this video you're going to see a lot of goals, especially in this round one. So you're randomly paired up with somebody, which is an unusual thing, but I guess if you kind of like in a party with somebody, you could get two of you in that if it's 2v2 or 3v3 when it comes to tournaments and trying to obviously win the tournament. I like tournament formats. I miss things like World of Tanks. World of Tanks has a tournament scene, and it has like obviously like something like this where it's like football orientated. World of Tanks does have a kind of football based mode, which is my first goal, which comes about every World Cup, I think. So I'm looking forward to that coming back at some capacity, if that ever comes back. I don't know. But this is really fun. Like this is the first what like two months that I've been playing Rocket League. As a casual sense. When I say casual, I mean like it's like 1 hour a week kind of casual. That's pretty casual. But it's nice from time to time to play something different, and I do kind of like enjoy playing this game from time to time, especially because, you know, you can do stuff like score goals. Who doesn't like scoring goals? I like scoring goals. So 3-0 up after 3 minutes 40. Should we talk about the play, what's going on the screen? And yeah, like that was a pretty nice goal. But there's better goals that's going to be coming very, very soon. So one thing I'm trying to like learn is positioning. Especially when the ball kind of comes close to the kind of the box and just doing that. That's something I'm kind of like playing more to do. Before it was the case like I would just be more what that player was doing, which is kind of like putting it up the sides and trying to drop it into the box. But I want to be kind of like playing more in the box, so to speak. Look at this. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I think this is going in for me, but because it just like, you know, hits the other player. And it's fine. Look, a goal's a goal at the end of the day. This is going to be, this is fun, right? Look at this. Ooh, boom, skyward, hits the roof, down, straight in the net. And that's the story of round one. We're 6-0 up after 3 minutes, with 3 minutes 18 to go. Now we'll talk about how our performance over the competition, the tournament went, as this was an amazing start, and unfortunately, as most things go, good starts. That's a good goal, by the way. He just kind of jumps over the top. Good starts don't necessarily mean to good ends, because you can have the greatest start in the world. It's just a case of like when stuff happens and there's circumstances and things that go wrong, whether or not I was in the wrong when it comes to round two, whether or not my teammate was in the wrong for just, well, getting in the way when it would have been kind of good for me to kind of get in any case. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Right, but this is all about his first game, and it's great. I think I stole that one there. But it doesn't matter. Goal's a goal. And we're 8-0 up. Just look at this. Loops round. And I angle myself quite nicely there. Jump mid-air and kind of like bounce it to the bottom left-hand corner. Nice. We're going to rev in. And they're going to get the bounce away. Do bear in mind, we're 8-0 up with 2 minutes 52 left to go. It's good. It's good so far. And we've pretty much won this. But look. Weirder things have happened. I've had times when things are going really well, then somebody disconnects on the team, and it then goes to proper shambles from there. It's like it's just annoying. That's a good bounce right there, and then my ally mate comes. Oh no! Oh, that's annoying because it's just like if I knew that they weren't going to get that. I mean, obviously I can't predict what's going to happen. That was good defending that. Just to bounce it away to the side. If I knew that was going to happen, I would have probably put myself up and prepared myself for that bounce across. Doing a bit of nudging. I got to remember to do a bit more nudging just to kind of like get that, like pushing enemies out of positions that are lining them up for the ball. I'm in there. Oh, boink. And then that's kind of like a pass and like a proper kind of like header in. I thinking selfishly here, thinking like, oh, I should grab this. I reversed back and it went doink. Probably should have timed that better, but it's funny in any case because it was just like we're just mocking them at this stage when it comes to performance because it's just 9-0 and there's still more goals to come. Yes, indeed, still more goals to come. I think I had the better line there, but you know, we don't really worry about it now. Oh, I could have better timed that, but you know, 9-0 up. What? Doesn't really matter. Boom. And that, there we go. Just tap in, innit? Just tap in. Just right positioning, and just tap in. 10-0. 1 minute 34 left to go. There's still more goals to come. From me, from them. At this stage, it's just like, oh, where do you go from here if you're the enemy team? Looking at a 10-0. Like 10-0 down. 10 goals down. It's good to keep that kind of the clean sheet, and that's what we're going to aiming to do in this one. Oh, that's weird, but it's fine. My ally hit it. Okay, hitting it, boom. Now in this particular stage, I didn't know the ball was going to come to me, so I just kind of reacted. It's going to bounce, and bounce it on the top there, and he hits it in for me. There we go. There's goal number 11. There's still more goals to come. Well, goal to come. I haven't just spoiled it, but it's 12. It's going to be a really, really decent win. This is probably my most convincing win that I've had, and I've had like, hey, there we go. That's a good goal. That's a good goal right there, and there we go. 12-0 in round 1 of this tournament. It was honestly really good. I had a good blast, a good laugh at this. But I think that's the thing. I would like to try some more of these tournaments out, but I think I'll probably try it. Well, I don't know when I try it next because I don't have any immediate plans to go back and play. Maybe at the next weekend or something. But it's just in case if I got an hour, we'll play it because then it's like I can, you know, we'll just make a video, see what happens and see if any good stuff happens. Do I want to, as I said, do I want to kind of get into more of the dynamics of play? Maybe like trying to thrust myself up with boosts to then go and clear goals or kind of get to goals. Maybe. I just got to work on timing, and that's the thing. Playing an hour a week is not going to be that kind of thing that you get your timing all locked down. Time of the day when I play is important because a lot of time when I've been streaming this, I've been streaming it in the evening. It's not great because like freshness is all about being later. Is early on in the day for me when it comes to freshness. So yeah. Any case, that was a good, convincing first win. But as I said, in this first ever tournament I've played, where you know what we're seeing, 8 goals. 8 goals by me. I got like did I get MVP status on this one? I think I do. We're just gonna like check in a second. So I get a score of 1006. I think it's a 0 goals. I don't know why that is. I think it's just like, that must be something wrong. 8. Sorry. God, I can't read. Any case, we come into round 2. Round 2 is going relatively well from start point, but as I said, all starts go bad, and it did go bad because then we were 2-1 down. But that particular moment right there means that we were able to level up with 55 seconds to go. Even though that the enemy hits me, it doesn't matter. We still got the goal. Fantastic. It keeps us in the game. The problem is things go downhill quickly. And when we get into overtime, because this is a very tense game in this round 2, there is a moment which I go to clear the ball and my ally just straight kind of like that doesn't move, and that's a problem because I went to go and clear the ball, and yeah, it just I think these things happen. So I mean, I think we should both take the blame from this moment in a minute. You can see there's 50 seconds on the clock from overtime, and we're trying as best we can to kind of like keep up the pressure. I kind of feel we would have won. I mean, look, shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. We didn't win. That moment, not that moment there, but there's a moment coming up in a minute. That's annoying because that bounce in my rear set me off, and I was like, oh, I wasn't going to get there in time. This moment here, I think it is. It's coming up there. Like, I'm literally going to go clear that ball, and my teammate gets in the way. And yeah, so as you know, these things happen. That was really disappointing because I felt that, you know, I could have got there. Difficult one because in the moment, the player kind of, my ally mate kind of comes across me. He may have been ball watching, which the problem with ball cam, it's great, but if you kind of don't see, you know, people behind you in your peripheral vision, it can mean that if there's like a teammate there that's kind of like going to clear, it's an issue. And I feel I would have been able to get there to clear. Just sad when it happens like that. But that was my first ever tournament. A 12-0 win to begin with, and got very unlucky, I think, with the second one. That circumstances, maybe I didn't play as well. Maybe it's kind of come to the end of the session of my day. But yeah, that's been the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I may post another Rocket League video at a later date. As I said, it's more of a casual game for me, but I enjoy it, I have a bit of fun, even though I'm not a sweaty triad. In any case, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.